Hey, welcome back to Bronx Porch Homestead. So I am back in the Bronx. My little trip is over. I am going to be feeding my hens. So I did come up with a little tray for them. There's kale, some asparagus. I'm also going to give them a little bit of this oyster shell because they didn't get any last week at all. So while they are eating, I'm going to close up the cage area here, and then I'm going to work on their cage, put in some of the food, some of the oyster stuff, and have a little conversation with them and tell them about my trip. Well, the outside chores were done. I came in, I cleaned out Holly's cage, let Charlie out for a little bit. They both got out. So during the time that I was away, which was a good 6 days, I had Katie, my daughter, help me with the rabbits, and then David, my partner in crime, helped me with the hens. So I got to spend some quiet time with them. I didn't do much talking. So now I am going to plant the rest of the potatoes, which I meant to plant before I left. So I'm doing a little bit of this and that. It's my first day back from not doing any kind of homesteading work, from not having my head wrapped around what needs to get done daily. So I don't want to do too much today. I'm still a little bit jet lagged from that long flight. But I also do want to do a little something. I managed to do the food scraps, which wasn't thrown away, into the compost bin. And I also already made dinner for tonight. So putting everything back together. In a little while, we're going to head downstairs and check out the seedlings and see how they did these past 6 days. All right, so the potatoes that I have, they're the same ones that I did a little while ago. So as you can see, I'm not going to cut them. I'm actually just going to put them in. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm not going to put 9 of them in here. This was an old hydrangea bucket. It's pretty big, but not big enough like the big red ones that I had. So I'm just going to put, believe it or not, I'm just going to put 3 in here. And even 3 may be too much. Yeah, I think I'll just put 3 in here and then grab another one and put another 3 in the other one as well. Wow, guys. So I am down here for the first time in 6 days, and I could see that a lot of things went crazy, which is awesome. That up there on the top shelf is tomatoes. So when I plant these babies out, I will be taking the lower stems out, cutting back the yellow, and planting them deep so that they can gain roots. Wow, look at that. Amazing, amazing. That is so cool. We did that last year and it worked. I'm also going to plant new tomato seeds as well, just to keep it going. Down here we have peppers. So these peppers are getting quite big. Look at that. They are huge. They're like bigger than 5 inches. Tremendous. And these are eggplants. So just a couple more weeks. And then we can bring them out, because it's still April 1st. But it's still cold out, you know. These did not do so well. I could tell by the cumin that they did not do well. Oh God, they didn't do well at all. All right, no worries. We'll just plant more. We have flowers. Zinnias are coming out of their pot. I'm gonna have to transplant them. So this is what happens when I'm not looking at them for 6 days, huh? Look at that. That's the nasturtium. These are the nasturtium. That is amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. And then we come over here to this side, and again, these are all tomatoes that are reaching all the way up. Oh wow, that's like a foot tall. This is 12 inches tall, that one. All right, let's see. We're going to come over to here. More tomatoes. The flowers are doing good over there. Those are the hollyhocks. Check out the hollyhocks. And these are going into smoothies. Okay, so looks like I'm going to be doing some transplanting out. So let's get started. Well, it is the next day and getting ready to head out and see what the edible garden is looking like, since I haven't been there in a week. Gonna have a little breakfast first. Did quite a bit yesterday, but not too much. Rested for 10 hours. You know, it's funny because even though I needed that break, I still missed all the hens and the rabbits. So I'm gonna let the rabbits out for a little while, since it's a nice day. It's still cold out. I am so glad that I didn't plant any more outside. The tomatoes downstairs, as you saw, are huge. So I'm going to be bringing that over to the edible garden, because obviously I cannot grow that many tomatoes back here. Could probably grow around 10 or 15 of them, but the rest of them need to go over there. So we'll visit there later on and see what that's looking like. Okay, so we're going to bring out the eggplants. They're going to get a little bit of hardening off today. They are going to go back into a greenhouse, but the greenhouse is at the edible garden. So these are actually Turkish eggplants that you're seeing here. And then these are peppers. Just want to show you how big the peppers are before I put them in the car. Look at that. That is huge. So good morning. Good morning. So we're going to prune those. There is a way of pruning peppers. I just have to check my notes on that. But we're off on our way, and there's Miss Aisha coming up. Hi! I'm back to homesteading. Yes. We're also going to be bringing the onions in, so we're going to harden those off, and we're on our way. As I'm looking around getting things ready to head over to the keeper's house, I'm noticing that there's a lot of waterlogged trays. So even though, you know, I did get help while I was away for the 6 days, the trays were overfilled with water, probably halfway. A few things did die. So this was the nasturtiums. All 4 of them died. And there was a frost last week, so I guess maybe that was a contributing factor. But these are too much filled with water. Look at that. That's about a third. So those have to be dumped because they're just saturated in water. Okay, so we're at the Keeper's Edible Garden, and it looks like the beds are cleaned up. Isn't that something? This is what happens when you have volunteers in the community, and they all want to garden, and they can't in their own backyard, so they come out here. So the beds are looking sort of fresh, which is nice. Um, a lot of the dead stems are off. We're removing the tomato cages because we are rotating their position this year. See, the spinach is coming out really, really great. Probably harvest some of that today. The oregano is coming out superb. Again, harvesting some of that today. So we have these wood planks here, and the reason for that is because the planks over on this side are falling apart. So this is what happens when you go to the Christmas tree shop and buy planters just because they were a certain price. So you get what you pay for. So we're gonna drill some planks in the front so that the soil doesn't come out. And then ooh, look at that, some of our daffodils are going to be coming up soon, so that's nice. These, we planted cabbage a couple weeks ago. The cabbages are doing well. We did take out some of the seedlings that we have transferred over here on this side, and they're doing well, hardening off. Over there, that tall grass-like plant that you see in those green pots, these are chives. They came up beautifully. Let's see. Oh, and I'm also donating the grape. These are called King of the North. I'm also donating these here. I purchased these yesterday, and I wanted them for my own homestead, but I decided that I was going to try them here, and then I would want to order from Starks and Nursery the grapes that are more appropriate to our area. These were at a discount price, but I figured I'll try it here at the Edible Garden and see what happens, This is the greenhouse. It's looking good. Some things did die. I see the kale is doing great. Cabbages are doing phenomenal. Parsley's doing excellent. And it looks like, I don't know what that is. I forgot what that is. Oh, these are the nasturtiums. They died off. Alrighty. The other thing that we're going to be doing is the tumblers. So we do collect food scraps from the community. I know I've mentioned that before, and we put them in the tumbler, so we're going to spin those. So busy. I came back just 2 days ago, and besides doing my homestead, I also help out in the community garden. It's just something that kind of goes hand in hand, All right, we're going to get to work, and I'm going to speed things up for you guys. Back home, I ended up taking some carrots from the edible garden that had grown over the winter season. Look, I still have dirt underneath my nails. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually cut these up, and I'm going to give the the greenery to Charlie the rabbit, maybe and also Holly. You know, the funny thing about carrots is that they say that rabbits don't eat the actual carrots, but they do eat the greens of them. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And I see my eldest daughter outside, so I'm going to take a walk out there and we can watch Charlie eat some of the greens. So hey guys, a lot of pieces put together since I've been back, and I just want to end it with sharing some of the awesome pictures that I took from my trip to Ireland. It was so well needed, and I so appreciate the landscape that I saw, and I thought it'd be great to just end that with, end that here with that. So until the next time.